Hello, welcome back. And joining us now from Canberra is Lyle Shelton from the Australian Christian Lobby. How are you, Lyle?
Very well, thanks, Kent. Good to be with you.
Now, Lyle, is it my imagination, or are Australia's major parties both taking a tougher stance on making sure multinational companies pay their fair share of tax? And I mean, this is a Christian issue, I guess, in the sense that Micah Challenge has been, advocating on this issue for some time.
Yeah, Micah Challenge have done a great job in highlighting this, along with other Christian organisations. It is great to see both parties talking about this finally. The Labor Senator Sam Dastyari instigated a Senate inquiry which held public hearings recently in Sydney, where Google and Apple and other multinationals turned up. And the interesting thing about that was, Kent, is that it really shone a light on their practices. It's obvious that money is going offshore and being taxed at a lower tax rate. They claim what they're doing is within Australian law, but of course the effect is Australia misses out on valuable tax revenue.
Okay, and the Treasurer Joe Hockey is in the UK, or has just recently been in the UK, talking to them about their Google tax. Labor says it's just all talk. Do you have a feel for that?
It would seem that might be a fair criticism. Joe Hockey has ruled out a UK-style Google tax where companies like Google, if they shift money offshore, end up paying a higher tax rate. I think there's some merit in that, but Joe Hockey's saying that he'll find other ways to crack down on multinational tax evasion, so we'll just have to see how that works out.
Okay. On to state politics now, Lyle. Understand an attempt by the Greens to introduce euthanasia in Victoria has failed to get up, once again, you could say. Yeah,
that's right, Kent. The Greens try this issue on all the time. They shop it around the state parliaments around the nation. Their latest attempt was by Colleen Hartland in Victoria. She had a motion to send this off to the Victorian Law Reform Commission to have them actually draft legislation. Now, I think that didn't gain support in the Parliament because parliamentarians on both sides saw this as evading the normal parliamentary committee process, where a committee would investigate an issue as contentious as euthanasia, call witnesses, cross-examine them, examine the evidence. And of course, where that's happened in other state parliaments, parliamentarians have run a million miles from euthanasia because, as Julia Gillard said, it just can't be made safe. So this latest attempt by the Greens didn't go anywhere, and that's a big win for human dignity.
Okay. Hey, thanks for your time this week, Lyle. I know that all of our viewers, don't necessarily see things the same way you do or I do, with euthanasia or a whole range of other issues. But you certainly, do bring those issues into focus for us. So, yeah, thanks so much for your help this week.
Pleasure, Kent. Happy to help.